Hello my fellow gamers and welcome back to our Sunday weekly wrap up of the tournament. So, exciting week. We've had Group B and we've had such legends such as TzuDevil, ProfPwn and Turin battling out. I've kind of been there. I was there. That was the important thing. But another fantastic week worth of games, and this would mark actually the halfway point of the first round of group games. Yeah, that's how many games we're doing, guys. Halfway mark, woo, another 2 weeks to go, and then the winners go through and do their own groups of games. So yeah, there's a lot. But anyway, let's move straight on to the first battle. Now the first battle was myself versus a Turin, and it went so fabulously well. It went so amazing for me, but it was still a defeat and Turin did get the win. But we did have kittens in that video, so definitely worth checking that one out if you want something different. It took me a while to do that video, but it was worth it, I think. We'll move on straight away to the second one, which was a TzuDevil versus ProfPwn. TzuDevil using Lizardmen, ProfPwn with the Vampire Count. Interesting battle, interesting strategy. Yeah, very elite force by TzuDevil versus the hordes of undead with ProfPwn, and TzuDevil was able to bring a victory through to that battle, so that was a win to TzuDevil over ProfPwn. The third battle was myself versus ProfPwn, so the two people that lost their first game in this group stage, battling out. I was using Skaven, he was using Greenskins, and we both went Horde, and it was absolutely glorious. Really close game, actually, one of my favourites of the tournament, and not just because it's me and Skaven, but just generally it was two big hordes going at each other and trying to just outdo each other, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was very, very close, but the end result was ProfPwn was able to put it out and win, mainly because I got Iticlaw killed. That was the main thing. I got my general killed, and of course then about 2/3 of my army, which were clan rats, were just like nope and left, and that was pretty much game really. But it was very entertaining to watch, so thank you very much ProfPwn. But that was a win to him, so he got 1 win 1 loss. I am now with 2 losses, so I'm pretty much out of the tournament already at this stage. But it's good fun, I didn't expect to go far. But we'll move on to the next round, which was TzuDevil versus a Turin. So the two winners of the first 2 games, a battle against each other, and TzuDevil went with Vampire Count, which I was quite surprised with, and Turin went with Powerful Chaos. And so far in this tournament, whenever we've had a small elite army face a horde, the horde's won, just through numbers and surround and breaking them out. And yet Turin shows off his amazing skills and micro by using this very small Chaos army. I believe he was outnumbered 4-1 at the start, and pretty much for most of the match, and still pulls out a win, which was absolutely brilliant. If you guys haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend go checking it out. At least that one battle. There was some good battles in this one, but that one was just insane. Well played by TzuDevil. Try to get the wrap around on him. Try to focus on things. You could see him trying all these different things, and Tom was just like, nope, 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 and shot him down every single time. So fantastic game. Well played by both players there. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, and don't forget guys, all the links to all the videos will be in the description, so you can just go through, see which ones are your favourites, rewatch them, etc, etc. We'll move on now to round 5. Now round 5 was myself, ShadowOnlineGaming, with Lizardmen versus TzuDevil playing the Dwarf. Yes, out of all 3 players in this tournament, TzuDevil thought, I know, I'll use my best faction against ShadowOnlineGaming, clearly the biggest threat in the tournament. Yeah, and it ended as well as you could expect. To be fair, I did make a good breakthrough. It was a great game. I mean, he outnumbered me like 400 guys. I think that tells you enough. But it was a really good game. We both enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, I did break through his main lines. I did make him sweat a bit. I made him work for that win, which to me is a victory in itself. And more importantly, it was a really interesting battle. I mean, his dwarves were set up. The first thing that comes to mind is Minister with the tiers. Like 3 tiers of dwarfs around this mountain, the artillery at the back and that. And my Lizardmen had to try and break through. And we did. We did break through. And we caused a lot of damage. So I was quite pleased with that. Especially with the very bad start I had. So yeah, well played to both players there, especially TzuDevil for holding off the Lizardmen horde, and it was definitely a horde guy of Lizardmen. He was quite funny, and yeah, we'll move on to the final round. So the final round was a TzuDevil. What am I about? No, it's not. It's the final round was Turin versus ProfPwn. Turin using the Tomb Kings, which I'm pretty sure is the first time the Tomb Kings have been used in this tournament. ProfPwn using the High Elves, and going over the replays again and watching them and things like that, I have to say I think this is my favourite game of the tournament thus far. They're two top end players, battling it out, and the strategies used, and there were phases within the game. So you had an opening phase, you had where you had some chariots and Arc in the Black against some early forms of some early waves of spearmen and the phoenixes and that, and then you had the archers battling it out, and then you had different stages. So you had like the initial stage, and then you had it where both sides sent small forces to harass the back lines while they were doing skirmishes on the front line. It wasn't just two big lines, smack, done. It was they were trying to outmaneuver each other and pitting like one or two units against one or two units. And it was really interesting to see that. Definitely worth checking out, guys. If you haven't watched that episode, no, sir. Link to the videos will all be in the description. Also, a link to all of the YouTubers will be in the link in the description as well. So do check them out, because they should all have their battles on their channel. So you can see their point of view and what they were thinking during the game. So you get to enjoy the same battle at least twice if it was one of my games, or 3 times if it was I wasn't in it. Definitely worth checking out. And of course, check out the other channels that are involved in the tournament. There's another 2 groups to come next. So that's the end of this week. I nearly forgot to announce who was going through. So looking at the scores, at the top, without question, we have Turin, who got 3 wins out of 3. No surprise there. But what was a surprise for me, TzuDevil beat ProfPwn, which put him above with 2 wins, where ProfPwn only had the 1 win against me. Meaning TzuDevil will be going through to the next round, which is really exciting. That is amazing to see that. Unfortunate for ProfPwn, but he's a good sport. He enjoyed himself. Yeah, and it was a good time. It was a good time. So me and ProfPwn are out of the tournament, but you will be seeing Turin and TzuDevil at a later date. What's coming up next, though? Well, next week we've got Group C, where it has Wyvern, Zardar, Loremaster of Sotek, and BlackIron Battles. So I believe the match for Monday is Wyvern versus Zardar Total War, which is going to be an amazing warm-up match, really. The first match for Group C. And then we got a whole other week of games for Group C, and then next week, the following week, we've got all Group D, and then the week after that, guys, we get to see our champions again. The winners would then be battling each other from the different groups as well. It's going to be insane. We've got like another 4 weeks worth of games coming up at least. Yeah, it's going to be great. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Do hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already to be kept up to date when videos come out. Comment below your thoughts, how you think this group done, who you're going to be supporting in the next week's group, in Group C, which matchups you would like to see, etc, etc. Just your thoughts, generally, and opinions. I always like to read them and reply. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for our first game of Group C. Till next time, guys, take care.